Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the North Texas Mean Green taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Blue Devils will kick it off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So North Texas offense will start this game off. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 45, on his way. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. North Texas in the hurry-up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The short hands, it's Bradford. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. North Texas doing business from the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB. And this one, put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Duke's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt. They got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Looking for a gap. It's Bishop. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Here comes the option. Still running at the 40. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He'll pitch it.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
The option look. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Blue Devils are flying down the field. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Blue Devils look to do some damage in the red zone. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Now the toss. Makes one man miss. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Gives it to the back on the draw. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The inside handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Trying to get to him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. Getting some heat. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. North Texas will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On the option. He'll toss it. Running with power. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Duke. And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can play small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it's another 1st and 10 play. He's going to pass. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the 1st down. Just so hard to defend.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. North Texas in the hurry up. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. A beautifully placed ball. And the toe drag for the big pickup. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. They're trailing by 11 to Boise State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. 1st down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? This is a designed run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game. being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
He'll ride his man on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Finds a crease at the 20. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on second down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too. Just
lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
Now on the option. The pitch. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Looking to throw on second down. A little screen to the running back. Hits the spin cycle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Motion from the offense. They'll run the option. Gets it past the marker. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
Hey, you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'll give it to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And they're able to get him down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Mean Green. Found daylight. It was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read.
And the
Huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the
Open runway ahead. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on 3rd down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
First down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Buys a little extra time. On the move is the 30. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He's got him this time. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, North Texas. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
To the ground with the back. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. The give out of the gun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Touchdown, Duke! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Dreamed about it your whole life. He puts the ball on the money. They make the catch, take the lead with seconds remaining on the clock.
And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
There's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? What's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
They're trying to get to it. Skips away from pressure. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on 4th down.
He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it